I need to relax. I've been very busy recently, and it feels like whenever I come to play in this world, I'm always just in a rush to do things. So today, we're going to be slowing things down by building myself a specific place to go to in order to just chill out and relax for a bit. Wherever we end up building this thing, it needs to be reasonably close to my base, because if I have to travel to get to this thing, I'll probably never use it, if I'm being completely honest, so it has to kind of be around here somewhere. The trouble is, I don't think this build is really going to be suited to the snow, at least for what I have in mind, but there are some green bits around here, like the forest over there just outside the horse stable. Now, I planted most of these trees here when we built the stables because I didn't really know what to build in the open space, and it just kind of nicely filled it all in. But I could easily just chop down a few of these trees and make a little bit of room. And at the edge of the forest over here, it kind of opens up into this lovely view, which I think could definitely be utilized. Feel relaxed, just stood here. So if we just take down a few of the trees here, we end up with a nice little opening that has still got enough coverage around it to keep it nicely hidden away. Hopefully by now you can tell I'm trying to build something a bit Japanese. I actually went to Japan about a year and a half ago. It was lovely, I had a great time, and while I was there I went to a lot of gardens, like so many gardens, and pretty much all of them had this beautifully ornate building overlooking the entire area, at least one of them. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. But before we get started on the garden itself, the inside could do with a bit of a touch-up. There's absolutely nothing going on in here at the moment. And this is where we're going to stray away a little bit from the Japan of it all, by adding in a couple of things that are going to make me, I guess, happy. Such as, of course, a parrot party corner, and somewhere to put yet another pet, most likely a cat. And then just a few more details to tie it all together. I do have a couple of signs here that I thought I could write something on, so let's see what we can come up with. Just a gentle reminder. And then up here, while I'm leaving, hopefully I'll be feeling a little something like that. Nice. Anyway, I guess we better go on a bit of an adventure to get some parrots for the parrot party, and a little cat to sit over here. Okay, let's see here. What am I gonna need? Well, obviously some seeds for the parrots. That's fine, I got plenty of them. But do I have any raw fish? Yep, plenty. Probably too much, honestly. Still pretty far away, but this is my local village. So hopefully they've got a cat for me somewhere. Oh, would you look at that? Hello, sweetheart. How would you like to come back with me and live in a beautiful Japanese house? Apparently not much, given the fact you're still walking away. Please come back. Oh, hello. There's two of you. How would you both like to come? You know what, I'm just going to hold very still and let them come to me. Okay, at least one of them will. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to go get your friend. Wait right there. I can see you. Come on. Oh, it's a very skittish one. Oh, there's another one over here. There's never-ending supply of cats in this village. Okay, I think we might have this one. They're on their way. Can I reach? Oh, not quite. Oh, darn. Here we go. Come all the way. Have some fish. Oh, beautiful. Okay, the black one I think would rather stay here. It really wasn't taking an interest in me, so I can take you and you home with me. Now I'm gonna have to push you guys into place, otherwise I know for a fact you will sprint up straight onto that bed. Little one, you can actually sit on the bed, but you need to sit, not lie down, otherwise you might teleport to me. And while I'm here, why don't you guys have some dyes for your collars? Okay, cat's in place, onto the parrots. My spawn to base pathway actually cuts right through a jungle, so hopefully I can find some parrots here. 1, 2, 3 parrots later, and a little bit of finagling, they are finally in position, and I really hope they stay there, because I don't want to do that again. I do need to find the perfect record to play, nice and chill. One of these are my record box, there we are. Okay, what have we got here? You know, I can never remember what all of these sound like except for the really popular ones, so I'm just gonna take them all and see which one relaxes me the most. Okay, I found it. This is the one. Oh yeah, these guys are loving it. Look at them go. Cats, not so much. I'm also going to go ahead and store any of my duplicates in here, then I got a bit of a selection. Anyway, that's pretty much everything I wanted to do in here, with the exception of something in the ceiling that we'll come back to later. But for now we should probably make a start on the actual garden. What I would definitely like to add in is a pond of some kind so I can go fishing from the house up here. So I'm thinking if I could potentially have like most of the water here and possibly have some little streams trickling off to the side. Could work maybe? So this is what we're working with at the moment, and I know it's basically just a bunch of stone and gravel, but hopefully you can envision what this is going to look like when it's filled up with water and also has some other bits of greenery going on. Let's at least take care of the first part of that and actually start placing in some water. Now, whenever I'm building some sort of river, pond, lake, whatever it may be, I like to have an origin point for where the water is coming from. And what I usually do, because I'm really lazy and it's easy, is I just dig into the mountain here and kind of just place the first water source up there so it looks like it's coming from somewhere, but I don't have to build like a giant glacier on top of a mountain. So from this original water source, we can fill up the first pond just in front of the building, before then trickling out into another pond, smaller this time, then heading off into a third pond a little bit farther away, before heading down a giant waterfall into the fourth and final pond. So I've got a start point up there, but I don't have a finish point, because realistically this pond at the bottom would just fill up and spill out over the side. So again, I'm being very lazy. And I'm just going to dig down until I hopefully stumble across a cave. I can hear cave sounds this way, so I'm going to start digging horizontally as well as vertical, I guess. Hey, okay. Oh, we found an underwater cave. Okay, that actually works. Perfect. Nice. All right, job done. And breathe. Oh, man, I flew out of there. Alright, so what I am most excited about with this waterfall is it means I can at long last get rid of the ugly eyesore that is that waterfall over there. I've always kept this around instead of getting rid of it because I thought one day I'll terraform this thing into something better, but if we've got that one over there, we don't really need this one anymore, so we'll just let that trickle away into the void. The main reason why I wanted to have some water out here was so I could go fishing. I'm hoping this pond is actually deep enough that I can get the good stuff, because, you know, there's a certain size it's got to be nowadays, so it'd be nice just to actually have a bit of a use to this place. I've also had a pretty cool idea of something we could put in this place, and that is a lectern with a book and quill, but this is where I need your guys' help. What could I write in this book? I'll leave it open so it's writable. I won't sign it or anything like that, but at the moment my best idea is like a diary of sorts. I could put the date and just whenever I come in here, maybe just jot a couple of things down. I don't know, maybe what I catch with the fishing rod. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know, because I think it would be a nice little thing to have in this world. Anyway, I think before we do any more work on the garden, let's sort out the ceiling problem. So there is a block that I really want to put up here that I think will match the aesthetic really nicely, and it is 2 froglights right there. The only trouble is I don't have any froglights, so I'd need to design and build a farm from scratch just to get 2 single blocks. Thankfully, the froglight farms are actually really easy and quite simple, so we're gonna do it. First things first though, we need this many buckets of powdered snow. Luckily, we haven't got to go very far for it. My base is covered in the stuff. That's why I wear leather boots all the time, otherwise I'd be dying constantly, so I can actually nab some from right outside my front door. 81 buckets of powdered snow later, and we are ready to build ourselves an entire farm just so I can have a slightly cooler looking ceiling. First things first though, I need said frogs to go in the froglight farm. But thankfully, I've got a place for that. My mangrove swamp village, which just so happens to be absolutely filled to the brim with frogs. Most of them are the warm variant, but I do actually have one of every type inside of this building, who I probably shouldn't let escape. Now, I could breed these guys up and then take the babies into the nether and do it that way, but honestly, I think it might be easier to just grab some tadpoles, mainly because my nether portal is underwater and I don't know if I can get them in that. So yeah, I think we're going to go with the tadpole method. Luckily, I've got a bunch just swimming around down here, ready to be collected. These 2 tadpoles can be placed over here to grow up and become warm frogs, just like so. We'll be able to spawn the temperate ones over here. Right this way, please. And lastly, the cold frogs, who are going to need a little bit of a covering, otherwise they're going to freeze in the ice. Well, that was nice and quick. I've been stood here for about 30 seconds. Good job, guys. Well, here we are at the location of the new farm on the roof of the nether with our 6 froggy friends who are all very excited to eat some magma cubes. The final step is always the trickiest bit. We got to get the frogs into this lower section here. So are you guys going to cooperate? You're already messing around. Okay, come on, this way. I'm going to have to freeze to do this, so let's be quick. Okay, I can't see, I'm blind. Are they in? I'm going to see if they're in. Yes, they are. Okay, let's just do that. That, and then do the leads just break if I go long enough? Oh, how did you get out? Okay, come on, frog. Hopefully you're in. And then if we just leave again, perfect. Okay, I'll take your lead off. There you go. Oh, nice. They're in position. I am going to need to build a proper AFK spot up at world height, but for now I'm just going to fly up there and make sure magma cubes are actually going to spawn. Okay, I can see a couple. Let's just make sure everything is in working order. Okay, there they go, reaching for the iron golem, not making it through. Then they begin to freeze in the powdered snow. And when they die, that is when the frogs go to town and start snatching them up. Amazing. I've only been up here for a matter of minutes, but it seems like there's a lot of action going on down here, so let's just see how things are going. Yeah, lots of baby magma cubes and the frogs seem to be having a good time. And most importantly, the chest should be filled with plenty of froglights, and I just need that. I'll see you again, farm, next time I need a couple of froglights, which probably won't be for a while. There's 1, and there's 2. Nice. Alright, let's see what else we can do in the garden here. I'll be the first to complain about a terraforming or landscaping job, but when it's on a small scale like this, it's actually really enjoyable. You're very purposefully placing every single block down to get it exactly how you want to. It's pretty relaxing, I gotta say. So the garden is done, but I thought I'd just show you the pathway to actually get to this place. So we go around the edge of the stable and then eventually we come to a little offshoot here, marked by the beehive, which I thought was pretty nice. That's naturally there. but then we go down and it really is just kind of tucked away behind the trees. I like it. But at long last, the big reveal, the garden is finished. And yes, I know, it's very colourful. I wouldn't usually do this many flowers or this much stuff, but I think it actually really kind of works in this setting. It's pretty. So I guess it's now time to relax. We'll grab a music disc, slap it in, take my fishing rod here, and just chill out and see if we can catch anything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.